Hello everyone, welcome to the new channel that I'm making right now. At the moment, I think this video will be about 17. No, it will be. So I decided that I was going to do a video to talk about the, I don't know, let me hold this here. To talk about the potential energies and maybe predictions of what the group will be encountering this year. But I was thinking that, hey, I want to make a new channel, put stuff up about something that I enjoy, hopefully entertain you guys at home, hopefully you learn from this with some healing, loving energy, and of course, enjoy it. I think that's the whole point. Since this is the first video of the channel, and I want to make it, I've been thinking about it, and I think I want to have every year do like a group prediction, of course, of the groups that I care about. At the moment, I'm doing them. So right now, I'm a fan of 17, so I'm going to do that. Hopefully, the next video will be about Red Velvet. Depends how I am energy-wise after this one. I might record it all in the same day. And I feel very fired up. I'm trying to talk calmly because it's very early in the morning. And when I mean very early, I mean almost 8. Oh, I feel like if someone just laughed, but I bet it was just a car outside. Anyways, and I also want to record individual videos for individual members. I was thinking that after this video, I was going to do a group prediction reading for Red Velvet, and then do a video specifically about S-Scoops, and then a video specifically about Irene, to start off with the leaders of each group. And then, using this little guy right here, my sister just rolled it randomly, and I made a little list to randomly have individual readings for everyone. So yeah, Joshua is last. I might change it. It really depends how I feel about this. We're just going with the flow of my emotions, just randomly putting stuff out there. And I'll start with the 17 one now. So welcome to the channel. Woo! Now, what is the format that I was going for this? So I was thinking that for this 17 group 2020 prediction type of thing, I was thinking we will have present energies of the group as a whole, and then career-wise, what do we see for them in the future, and that's it. There's 2 rows, but 2 rows will probably take a while anyway, so let's get into it. Let me put it here. So let's see. So, how am I going to do this? Let me think. So I'm going to have this one right here, this row right here, closer to you guys, as the present energies they have as a group. So for 2020, what are the present energies of the group? So we have Queen of Pentacles. So at the moment, we have 7 of Cups. So it seems like at the moment they have a lot of options, probably because of all the free time they have at the present moment with this whole thing going on at the moment. Seems like with the Queen of Pentacles reversed, they're not really enjoying their time. I do have to say that right now it seems like the group is pretty united. I wouldn't be surprised if they're all dorming together, maybe once in a while visiting family. That's what it feels like at the moment. You hear that? That's the cards. I'm shuffling cards. Also with the Queen of Pentacles reverse, I'm getting that they may have a lot of free time, but not everyone's enjoying that free time that they have. I wouldn't be surprised if some of them are making the best out of it by just enjoying the comfort they have. But I feel that they're so used to working so much. I mean, I feel anyone that works is probably at a standstill right now, thinking, what am I doing? How I'm going to enjoy my time after I'm used to working hours and hours to no end. And I think with the 7 of Cups, it kind of shows that they have a lot of options right now of what they could do. Let me take out my card. I'm just curious what's going on. Okay, so we have the 8 of Pentacles reversed. So I'm getting that at the moment they don't have any solid projects going on, probably because it's very uncertain what's going to happen. with all these pentacles, I feel that many are taking care of their emotions, and they're also taking care of their money or something related to career, material stuff. So maybe they're trying to balance the emotions and the material. Could be. Let's get more. Okay, we have the Five of Cups reversed. So it seems like most of them are trying to think of a more positive side. Because, okay, this is what? Venus and Scorpio, Mars and Scorpio. So there's a lot of intense energy at the moment. Just the element earth and water. Right. That's water. I think that's water. So with the Five of Cups reversed, I'm getting that at the moment, since it's and then I have the Page of Swords reversed. So a lot of reversed energy. So I don't know if that will be good or bad. Usually when the cards are reversed, it means that there's probably a blockage, or the energy of the card upright is not being... Oh, by the way, the cards are facing you guys. So to me, this is upright, but it came reversed. So it's reversed. Anyways, and it could be that the energy is blocked. It could be that they're not manifesting the energy of the card that it originally intends, or it could be some sort of blockage, I guess. With the Five of Cups, I'm actually getting that, because the Five of Cups originally means that you're focusing a lot at what you don't have. Because this card shows usually someone that is looking at the two cups that have fallen, and none of the three cups are up. So there's a lot of positive stuff going at the moment, and it's a 5, so it's like a little obstacle that they're going through right now. So I feel that in this moment, they're all currently healing because we have cups. Seems like they're also all trying to center themselves, I feel. With the Five of Cups, I'm getting that since it's reversed, they're not focusing on the bad, they're focusing on the positive. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of them are trying to enjoy this moment, trying to enjoy this free time that they have. I feel that at first they had so much free time, and they're so used to working long hours for many days with no end, that they have too many options. Because the Seven of Cups is having multiple options, and I'm getting that at the moment they're all kind of either, some of them are healing any emotional stuff that they have to heal. Some of them seem to be trying to figure out what to do. So I feel that some of them are bored. What else am I feeling? I feel that some of them are getting in touch with themselves. They're getting... Evan. What was that? Oh, hold up. Is it raining? I can't tell. I feel like this lump in my chest, in my throat. I feel like many of them are not communicating properly, or they're struggling to communicate with themselves. I'm also getting that because I feel currently I feel like this lump in my throat, so it probably feels that it could mean that let me try to censor myself. It feels that many of them are trying to center themselves. Many of them are trying to find their voice, or because, okay, we have the Page of Swords reversed. I haven't addressed this card yet. So it means that many of them have struggled to communicate in some form. I wouldn't be surprised if some of them use their career, so singing and dancing, fiery shows, as a way of communicating with people. Probably a way of communicating with themselves. And with the Page of Swords reversed, I'm getting, because swords are about communication. It's about intellectual ideas, and since it's reversed, the beginning of a project or just communication in general is not really working for them. I feel that there is a chance that they're all in isolation at the moment, even if they're all in, like, if they were all dorming together. I feel that they're probably all like close in their rooms. Not everyone. I don't feel everyone is like that, but I'm feeling that because of the situation going at the moment, some of them are not really talking to each other, or some of them are not focusing on healing themselves, are not talking to their inner child, are not really healing those things, are not really connecting to their spiritual side, and getting that there's some sort of problem with communication. And how did I say that it feel better? I had to say, oh, we're struggling with communication, guys. Let's see what else. So let's see, what are the present energies of the group career wise? Let's ask about their career right now. What do we see for their career present? Okay. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. I mean, I feel like career wise they're fine, but let's just ask, what do they feel at the moment? The group as a whole, career wise. Career. So we have the wheel reverse. So there's a chance that they feel that because of what's happening in the present moment, there's this uncertainty. They feel like destiny is not on their side. Nothing. I feel that they also feel that nothing's working out at the moment with their career, because I don't think they can work presently because of what's happening. There's a chance that they have a lot of ideas for projects, maybe new songs, new comebacks, just many ideas in general, but because of the Ace of Pentacles reverse, I'm getting that they can't really start that or any long-term projects, long-lasting projects. I don't really know how to phrase that because of what's happening, since it's so I feel they don't really know what's going to happen, and because of that they don't really want to commit to anything long-lasting. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they're working. I think they're all resting. I don't think none of them are working, but we have the Two of Wands reversed, so I'm getting that none of them are really thinking of taking action career-wise at the moment, not as a group. Maybe individually. I actually, as soon as I said that, I felt that they're not really working with individual projects as well. Let's see. This whole thing at the moment happened for a reason, but I still feel that that career-wise they shouldn't go on with any project. But we have strength upright, so that's actually good. It feels that they're being optimistic about their career. They get a lot of strength thinking about their career, about new songs that they want to take out, or potentially new albums they want to take out, videos, choreographies. I feel that they're right now going and booming with ideas of what they could do, and they get strength with thinking, oh, one day we'll go back to normal and work. I feel that many of them actually enjoy being on stage. I feel a lot of them enjoy the process of making music. I mean, I wouldn't know. I just listen to music. I don't make music. I don't know how bad that could be. Let's see. Just one more. Career-wise, how do they feel? In the present moment, how do they feel about their career? Does it annoy you to hear the shuffling? Should I pre-shuffle? I don't know. We'll see. This video is the experiment. And then we'll check the bottom of the deck. Okay, these cards are almost done. Okay, we have the Magician reversed. Yeah, since we have Major Arcana in the career section, I'm getting that many of them are very career orientated. They focus a lot in their career. They're working hard for their career. But we have the Magician reversed, so I'm getting that many of them at the moment or as a group, they're struggling to, let me settle in this energy for a bit. Okay, so it's right here, close to the whole thing with communication. So I mentioned that it seems like many of them use singing and dancing and this form of, I feel they use the industry as a form of communication with other people, with themselves, amongst the group members. And I'm getting that with the Magician reverse, that career wise, they're struggling to make anything. Again, I think it's because of this uncertainty of what's going to go on in the world. Give me a second. I know, Daddy. I'm struggling to talk for some reason. Yeah, that sound's finally coming out. Anyways. Oops. So with a magician, I'm getting that they're struggling to make anything new. They're struggling to communicate, or because I think Mercury is ruled by. I think Mercury is the one that is shown in the magician. I could be wrong though. I'm getting that at the moment they don't feel that they could express their emotions, express their ambition, or communicate anything. Let me put it up right. Because if you notice, you have all the elements. You have the cups, which is water. You have wands, which is fire element. Then you have the swords, which is air, and then you have pentacles, which is earth. So at the moment, I don't feel that any of them are in the mentality of creation. Maybe because they lack the communication within themselves, since they're all going through this like hermit mode and this mode of isolation. I'm getting that many of them are not in the mentality to create anything, but they find strength when they work in their career related stuff. But because of what's happening at the moment, they may feel that it's not the right time to create anything, and that's why the magician could be reversed, or they're just not in the right headspace to make anything. I said as if I was talking to someone, right? But anyways, at the bottom of the deck we have the King of Cups, meaning that it seems like they're all pretty emotionally stable, or as a group they're all pretty strong. I mean, we have strength right there, so it seems like the group dynamic is still pretty strong. Seems like everyone is still united and working together. I actually don't feel anything bad in the group. As I'm connecting with them, I actually feel like this playful energy. So I feel that some of them are relaxing, but still there's this stress of not knowing what to do. They have so much time in their hands and so much control of what they could do, that I feel that many of them are struggling to figure out something that they're comfortable. I feel that many of them want to relax, and they are, but some of them are also trying to figure out how to do something productive in a moment of so much uncertainty. Did I say that right? Uncertainty? Anyways, and I also feel this playful energy, so I wouldn't be surprised if many of them are taking it, again with the Five of Cups reversed, are taking it pretty optimistically and are enjoying their time, or having fun, just relaxing, hanging out with the members or with family, friends, something along those lines. But with the King of Cups, I'm getting that because everyone is taking it in a very relaxing way, in a very determined, like, okay, does not determine, what's the word? I lost the word. Oh, whatever. I think I can think of the word in Spanish, but not in English. What is it? Whatever. They just accepted their fate, and they're just like, oh well, this is how things are. Let's do the best of it that we can. I don't know. Anyways, again, now finally focusing on the bottom of the deck. Usually, when you look at the bottom of the deck, the last card, it shows the overall energy, since it's at the bottom of the cards, and that card is kind of representing the whole energy, I guess you could say, the energy as a whole. And with the King of Cups, I'm getting that many of them are stable. Which one's underneath? The Queen of Cups! Okay, hold up. So with the King of Cups, I'm getting that many of them are stable emotionally. Many of them are also pretty emotionally stable. As a group, they all seem to be manifesting the masculine energy of... How do I explain masculine energy? That energy of taking charge, just going for it. I don't know how to explain masculine energy. But I'm also getting that, I mean, if you look underneath, we have the Queen of Cups reversed. I have an idea why they're together, but let's not talk about that. So with the Queen of Cups reversed, I'm getting that also many of them are slowly trying to get in tune with their feminine side, with that feminine energy. I feel that as a group, they're all trying to reach that intuitive side, that emotional side, that calming, soothing energy of healing for themselves and for others. I'm also getting that as a group, they're all trying to find a balance. That is it androgynous mind? I don't know, but that balance between the masculine and feminine energy, they're all trying to be emotionally stable from masculine side of, oh, if I'm emotionally stable, I'll be able to take any sort of physical action towards any ambition that I have, be some sort of leader. But also with, I'm also getting a lot of Scorpio energy, so there's a lot of intensity going on at the moment, because this is Scorpio, that's Scorpio. I mean, people see the court cards as all the water signs, but I don't. So, yeah. We have Cancer and Cancer. What? Cancer and Scorpio energy. There you go. Good job. So I'm getting, again, that balance. Trying to find emotional stability. I feel that they're also trying to figure out a way of, they're all starting to get in touch with those emotions. I feel that with all this time of isolation, they finally have the ability to work that out. They finally have the ability to just sit in silence and kind of meditate. So I feel that at the moment, that's kind of how the group is going. So now let's ask with a different deck. Where are you at? Here you are. So now I'm going to use a different tarot deck to ask here, so you can see what stone I'm holding. To ask at the present moment. No, this is the future. Let's think about the future. So how will? Hey, no, I'm not ready. Okay, there we go. So how? I have to phrase my question. Hold on. What do you see for 17 future? That's a group. What is here for this next 12 months? Let's see. So we have the Sun and the Nine of Wands. So it seems like at the moment the group has to, because it's strength and that's the Sun. So it seems like the future is bright for them. And usually the Sun card means something positive, something good. And I'm getting that in the future, a lot of good things are going to happen. That optimistic energy that they have in isolation is going to be shown when they come back. I feel they're going to come back with something powerful, a lot of good things are going to happen for them, I feel. But we have the Nine of Wands, so I feel that they have to be less vigilant, lower their guard a bit. I feel they have to open up for that positivity to come through. Oi. We have Temperance reversed, so it seems like none of them are. There's a sort of impatience, so we're getting something. We have the Two of Cups reversed, so I feel that this Two of Cups goes with the Queen and the King of Cups. They have to have this balance or start feeling. I was asking if it was our relationships. I got not necessarily. I feel that this is more of loving themselves, finding this balance between the physical and the emotional, finding a balance between the masculine and feminine energy, some sort of balance. I feel they're emotionally unbalanced, or they might reach a point of emotionally unbalancedness to find balance. How many times have I said balance, right? Again, I'm getting that there's some sort of impatience at the moment, but slowly that I'm actually, with the Temperance card reverse, I'm getting that there's this fast moving energy coming towards them this year, or they might start feeling some sort of impatience. I don't know. Give me a second. Let's take out our cards. How long have we been recording? Long enough. We have the Two of Pentacles upright, so that kind of shows that they're trying to find some sort of balance. So if we see it here, let me take out one more card. Okay, never mind. Now one more card. Whoa, 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 whoa. Calm down, calm down. And then we have the Emperor. Okay, will you see that? I hope so. We have the Queen of Swords reversed, and we have the Hermit. Okay, so I was gonna tell it like a story. So we start here and we go like that. I just realized that's messed up. Because we read like that. Anyways, let's ignore that. But it seems like at the beginning of the year, and by the beginning of the year, you know what? Let's just do it like that. Yeah. So it seems like earlier this year they were feeling like guarded. They had their guard up. They were vigilant of what was going around them. We have the Nine of Wands, so that kind of feels that they were taking actions in a very protective way. So they were protecting themselves as they were moving forward. But then I feel that currently they're in this Sun energy, because the Sun is the ruler of Leo, which is strength. That's why you see a lion there. I just thought of it as Scoops coming back. That could be something that brought them a lot of joy. I mean, it brought me joy, so I bet it brought joy to the fans. But with the Sun card, I feel that right now they're currently being optimistic. There have been a lot of happy moments, just staying at home and relaxing, just staying indoors and finding themselves. But we have the Temperance, so I feel that some of them at some point are going to start losing patience with just being inside in this like hermit mode. I feel that there might be some sort of emotionally imbalance because of all of the time they're being inside. Because when they're inside at home, I feel that many of them are in their heads, just thinking, feeling. Even though many of them could be relaxing and resting, I feel that they're doing a lot of spiritual healing. So I wouldn't be surprised if that brings some sort of impatience and some sort of imbalance, because they're so into their emotions that they may not be able to find the material physical balance because of that isolation. But I feel that eventually they're going to reach a moment where they will be able to balance everything in their life, because the Two of Pentacles is about balancing. It's a balancing energy. That's why he has the Two Pentacles and holding them like that. So there's a chance that eventually they're going to reach a point this year where they're going to find that balance again, that sweet spot between the physical and the spiritual, or the masculine and feminine energy that we talked about earlier. Also, there's a chance that they're going to find a balance between their career and their personal life, something along the lines. There's going to be a balance where they're going to feel very happy and centered. But let's see, let's talk about this one. So we have the Emperor. With the Emperor, I'm getting that there will be a point when they're going to start taking action. They're going to embody a fire. They're going to go from... I hate when I have to move the cards. Throws off the visuals. So they're going to go from this Queen and King cups of energy and go into this Emperor energy. So I feel that all of them as a group are going to go from a very emotional, spiritual side and eventually reach a more fiery side, I guess you can say. A stable, fiery energy that is ready to take action towards something. So I feel that while they go through this journey and they reach some sort of balance, whatever each individual has to work on, that will help the group and will benefit the group in a better way. We have the Emperors, they're eventually going to start taking actions towards something. They're eventually going to be this fiery energy. That's why I'm talking about taking action. Many of them are going to start feeling stable. Many of them are going to feel like, because it's Aries energy. The Emperor is Aries energy. That's why you see right here. Is Aries a lamb? A ram. It's a ram. So I feel that many of them are going to start feeling this baby energy towards taking action towards whatever it is that they're aiming for. They're going to feel powerful, stable, because they're sitting on land. So that's the stability. I'm focusing on those mountains for some reason. These two mountains, I'm focusing on them, and I feel that that will be kind of like the burdens that build up. It's behind them now. So there's this chance that all of that healing, all of that positivity, and all of that maybe impatience that eventually leads them to an imbalance and then balancing again, because we have 2 and 2. So yeah, balance. So I'm getting that eventually they're going to be able to look back at it, go over that little obstacle, because we have 5, that's a little obstacle, that eventually will lead them to a place of this baby energy towards, with a desire of taking action towards something. And we have the Queen of Swords reverse. I feel that communication will still be a bit of a problem. There's going to be a lack of assertiveness. Not necessarily a lack of power as much as it is just a lack of figuring out how to communicate something. The Queen of Swords is Aries energy, so maybe I just randomly thought of this. There's a chance that the Aries in the group will be a bit not necessarily unstable, as it is more just confused. I'm getting that maybe this whole thing hit them hard. So that's Dino, DK, and Vernon, since those are the Aquarius of the group. But I don't know my feeling. I also feel that if the group were to take anything out this year, it will not be anything new, nothing innovative. It's going to be a bit more of that 17 flavor that we're used to. I feel that that's kind of what I'm getting. Let me think a bit more. Here, let me grab this card. I feel that with the Magician reversed and the Queen of Swords reversed, I'm getting that many of them are going to struggle to come up with new ideas because they're focusing so much on healing past anything, I want to say past traumas, but I don't feel anyone's traumatized as much as it's just things that they were afraid of, things that they put on hold because they were very busy with their career. No, you failed. Anyways, I also feel that they're all going to struggle in that sense. They're all going to want to go back to stuff they've done to heal that. I don't necessarily feel will be reflected in their work as much as in the planning stages of their work. So I don't think we're going to hear much about it unless they feel like talking to the fans about it and tell them, hey, this is how we struggled with this new album or anything. Or I think I'll ask that later. And I feel that they're going to struggle communicating anything new, anything they haven't done. Because again, I'm sensing that many of them are in this past energy trying to heal anything that they haven't healed before. And then we have the Hermit. So it seems like towards the end of the year we're going to reach a point where they're all going to be in Hermit mode again. And what I mean by that is that they're going to be in isolation, healing stuff. Because usually this card shows that you're supposed to be in isolation to heal anything spiritual. So I feel that this whole year is going to be for the group to go back and figure out who they are, heal anything that has not been healed, take time for themselves, to give a little bit of love to themselves, try to be in a positive energy. I don't really think they're in a negative energy as much as I feel that they're just so overworked that they don't even think about their well-being in a sense. Like they're constantly reminded and they think they're being healthy, but they forget that sometimes being healthy is loving themselves a little bit, giving themselves a little bit of time, a little bit just to enjoy life. Just relax. Relaxing is key at this moment. And with the Hermit, I'm getting that towards the end of the year, they're going to go towards a period of isolation again to heal anything that they haven't healed. So I feel that there's some sort of imbalance, and then they're going to reach a point of balance. But towards the end of the year, they're going to be in Hermit mode to kind of like a checkpoint to look back and see if that healing actually healed or they were just pretending to be okay. I don't really know how to describe that. to me it feels like they're going to go back in this isolation mode, but it's not going to come from a place of meow. Go back. Good job, cards. You too. Go back. So at the beginning of the year, they're in isolation because they're overprotecting themselves. There's this energy of, let me think about this a bit. It feels like they started to be in some sort of isolation because they're overthinking something. They're taking actions in a very unhealthy sense because it's more like, oh, it's a responsibility, something that I have to do, rather than something they want to do. But in hermit mode, it feels like they were all consciously like, oh, let me go back towards that healing. Let me go back to give myself that time to heal. Let me go back to finish any business that did not get finished. Because I feel that they will, because of how do I explain it? They're going to want to take action toward. Here, let me take this third card. They're going to want to take action towards something, this baby energy, this new impulse to take action, potentially for their career, since that's kind of what I'm focusing on, or just energy wise. It could just be energy wise. Maybe they won't take anything out this year. Who knows? Let's hope they do. If they want, of course. But we have the Queen of Swords, so then there's probably this idea. There's this lack of communication. Seems like ideas are not getting across properly. Seems like ideas are not going through as expected, or as something along those lines. Like ideas are just not going through, or communication is difficult, not necessarily between the members, but the idea of making something creative and manifesting it, like that communication to connect both is not there, or it's going to be very difficult to reach. And because of that, they're going to realize that they need probably more time to think, more time to analyze, because this is Virgo energy, so they're going to need to be a bit less critical, think everything on their own before they come to like the table and bring their ideas out. I feel that many of them will kind of realize that they might need a little bit more healing, a little bit more balancing, and it's going to, if they go to isolation, it will not be because they were kind of forced to, and it's going to be more of the conscious, we should probably take a little break and think things through. So now let me ask, will they have a comeback this year? Will 17 have a comeback this year? So this is a yes or no question, so it's going to be simple. We're going to take 3 cards out, and depending how many are upright, it's a yes, and if they're reversed, then it's going to be a no. So is 17 having a comeback this year? Give me 3 cards. And again. Okay. So that's a yes. I like that sound. We have the Six of Pentacles on the bottom, reversed. So that means that there's, again, another sort of imbalance. Usually the Six of Pentacles upright is about getting some random fortune, getting money unexpectedly. It's supposed to be a good card. It's a card about balance, about giving and taking. Maybe the Six of Pentacles could be, you should learn. I mean, it's reversed. So there's a chance that the group needs to learn to, not necessarily to give as much as they're getting, that they're supposed to learn and accept that people just want to give them stuff. I mean, I don't know why I'm thinking of someone throwing money at them, like, here, take my money. I don't know why I'm thinking of that. So there's a chance that the group needs to accept that people just want to give them love. Some people just want to give, and we all show love differently. So some of them will be like, here, let me support you in your career. Others will be like, let me send you loving messages. Some people will be like, let me try to send you some of my art to make you happy. Something along those lines. So it seems like they have to accept that people are out there trying to give them some good stuff. Trying to, something along those lines. But will 17 have a comeback this year? The answer is yes. We have the Knight of Swords upright. Can you see it with all of these cards? Here, let me move all of these cards out of the way. Let's move this here, this here. Wait. I'll separate you later. So we have the Knight of Swords, the Chariot reverse, and the High Priestess. No, the Empress. I thought I said the High Priestess. That's something before this one. Ugh. But anyways, with a Knight of Swords, I'm getting that it's this fast-moving Gemini energy. We have, what is this? Venus, Cancer, and Gemini. So with this Knight of Swords, I'm getting that it's a fast-moving energy, a flow of ideas. So we have the oh no, where's she at? So we have this card, right? So we have the Queen of Swords reversed, and I think I understand why now. With this, are they gonna have a comeback? Yes. Now let's look at each card individually to see the energy towards making this comeback, or maybe the energy the comeback will have, or something along those lines. So we have the Knight of Swords, meaning that it's a very fast-moving energy. It's Gemini, so that's a lot of ideas and just randomly coming. I feel that communication will be difficult because we have this one, the Queen of Swords reversed, and I feel that communication will be difficult because a lot of ideas are coming through. Maybe because of this moment of isolation, a lot of creativity has been opened, and because of that, a lot of ideas are just going to be jumping out. Going to be like, oh, we should do this, we could do this, we could do this other thing. So I wouldn't be surprised if that could be, it could be an issue of being overwhelming, and that's why communication is not clear. Communication's all over the place. It's not organized. So I wouldn't be surprised if many are like, oh, we should do this. Oh, let's go back to this, doing this other thing. So it's a fast-moving energy, fast-moving, a lot of communication, a lot of ideas just jumping through. But then we have the Chariot reverse. I have a feeling that they don't know what direction to take the album. So it's kind of like, oh, we all went through this rough period. I don't think it was easy for anyone. So let's go through. What should we do? We have all of these ideas on the table. All of this new, all of this communication coming through very quickly, because you can see the knight and the horse just kind of like, it's like a big jump. It's like if the horse was running, or is it galloping? Anyways, so it's moving very quickly. And with the Chariot reversed, I'm getting, is usually when it's upright, it's like if you were to have two options, you could go this way or you can go that way. It's usually a sign of communication, not communication, travel. But it's reversed. I'm getting that many of them, it's not about travel as much as I'm getting that it's about options. I feel that they will be struggling to organize all of those ideas, all of those concepts, all of those things in a way that is coherent, in a way that makes sense, in a way that goes with the process that they already have established to making their albums. And then we have the Empress upright. So I feel that they're going to focus on making something very pretty, because this is Venus energy, as you can see right here. Woo! They're going to focus on love. They're going to focus on sending a loving message to the fans, as well as just to the universe. So it's going to be like, it feels like if they were to make a comeback, it will be a concept about loving yourself, about loving the world, and loving your environment. With the Venus, I'm getting that it's going to be, I mean, we just had Falling Flower. That was very pretty, aesthetically pleasing. And with this Venus card, I'm getting that if they were to make another comeback this year, wait, okay, yeah, I was about to say they already had a comeback this year technically, but if they were to make another one, it would be just as pretty. Let me see what else I'm getting with this Venus card. I'm also getting that whatever concept, whatever, whenever they take this album out, if they're taking it this year, is going to be beneficial for them. Beneficial in the sense, because not many people talk about Venus being about luxury, so I wouldn't be surprised if if the group actually does earn, I'm saying enough. I don't know why I don't want to say they're going to be riches with this album. I feel it's going to be an album that is so emotionally, there's emotions there, communication, loving, energy, that it will be a bit more special to the fans rather than a big success as a group album stuff. I'm thinking. The 17 one.
Really?
Yeah. Let me
end
enter. Which one?
The gray ones. That's why I gave you free.
No.
Daddy.
I'm hungry. Well, anyways, so I think I'll leave that as the end of the video. So, seems like... Should we recap? Should I recap?
What do you mean?
Oh, like what was going on?
In your video?
Yeah. Should I be like, oh yeah, so this is this and that?
Do it, if you don't like it, you can just take it out.
I guess so. I mean, yeah. If anything, let's see. Seems like many of them are taking this moment of isolation to heal themselves. Seems like many of them are... You know what? I want to take out one part to give them advice as a group. But yeah. Let's recap as that card comes out. So, let's see. I'm going to use the Animal Spirit Guides deck, Oracle. It's an Oracle. To see just a word of advice. Or a couple words of advice. So, to close the video, let's see what advice there is for them. So we have the Flamingo Spirit, embrace the in-between. Yeah, with all of those, with the Two of Cups and the Two of Pentacles, I'm getting that many of them should start embracing their spiritual side. Many of them should start balancing that masculine and feminine energy. So I'm getting that the Flamingo Spirit is talking about trying to find that balance between themselves, that balance between the physical world and the spiritual one, the emotional and the intellectual, something along those lines. So yeah. Advice, embrace the in-between. We also have Stag Spirit. Take the lead. Yeah, I'm feeling that many of them will have to start taking the lead of their own paths. If not, they should start working together to make something beautiful, to manifest beautiful energy, new concepts, new ideas, anything along those lines. We have Butterfly Spirit. Transformation is beautiful. So I wouldn't be surprised if at this moment of isolation they're all going to transform into embracing that in between, finally getting a bit more intuitive, which could be helpful for their career. Funnily enough, if they're intuitive, they'll know which way to go that will benefit them the best. So get on that. And then we have the Electric Eel Spirit. Bring your ideas to life. So with this whole transformation thing, I mean, I was talking about the comeback not so long ago. Where did I put those cards? Yeah. Where are they at? Where did I throw them? They're somewhere in here, I think. Oh, here they are. So, with the when it says bring ideas to life and the in between and the beautiful and take the lead, I wouldn't be surprised if life is like, you know, all those ideas are going to be coming towards you at rapid speed. You may not know how to organize them, but you know you want to do something beautiful, something loving, something healing. The universe is saying just go for it. Go embrace the change that you're going through at the moment. Accept that there's this in between. Start learning how to work with it and not necessarily against it. Don't ignore it. Don't just move on from it in a way that you're not healing anything that you have to heal. Pay attention to the stuff that has to be healed, transform into this beautiful butterfly, and go through with those ideas. Bring them to life. It will be beneficial, not just for you as an individual. It will be beneficial for the group, as it will be beneficial in all areas that they're focusing in at the moment. So yeah, that's what I'm getting for the group so far. Here, let me put them down. So I hope you liked the video. I hope it was entertaining, healing, and loving energy for you, I guess. I hope this was relaxing and calming as well. I don't really know how this worked out. This was pretty random. This was just a thing of, I want to take something out. And, well, that thing was this. And I hope it was entertaining. I don't really know how I want to continue doing this. This is just for the fun of it. For myself and for you guys. Again, I hope you enjoyed it, and feel free to comment anything below if you feel like it. I don't know what you would like to comment. If you liked it, comment it. If you didn't like it, comment why not. Give me a good reason so we can all learn from this experience. And yeah, let me now record another video. Hey.